I know it's not super sexy to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I know that this is not cool and fun and fabulous. I get it. But I am here to champion for the boring life. I am here to raise up all that is boring and share it with you, because I know that a boring life or more boring moments in life are going to help save us. I used to fight it for so long, but it is like so easy to live a boring life because there is no razzle dazzle. There is no additional razzmatazz. And I know, again, that that's not sexy for some of us, but that is what we need. That is what we need in our life. You know, boring has gotten a bad rap. And man, I used to fight it. I used to fight it when people would be like, "Oh my God, you're so you're so boring. Oh my God, you're such a square. You don't do anything. You're so boring." And I would be like, "Oh my God, like this is a crime against humanity. Being boring is terrible, you know?" But that was when I was younger. But now that I'm in my 50s and even really in my 40s too, I really started to embrace the bore. I started to embrace the bore because for me that meant less drama, less stress, you know, just less shenanigans. Not that you don't want some shenanigans every now and again. We all could use some shenanigans every now and again, but you know what I mean. Like, just boring. Even the word boring is boring, right? It's so uneventful and uninspiring. But hear me out. Like, I feel like it's a part of the secret recipe. It's a part of the mojo. Like, we're sold this, like, part of the American dream that we're sold is that, man, we gotta be hip, we gotta be mainstream, we gotta be about it, we gotta be stay on all, like, be on 10 toes 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We gotta, you know, do all the exciting and fancy things. But that's what gets us caught up. That is what gets us caught up when we believe that we have to do the best, always the best, be the best, have the best, wear the best, shop the best. You know, I think that it's just a trap. And I think that a boring lifestyle is a way to extricate yourself from the trap, because that's what it is. It's literally a trap set up, to overextend us, to overstimulate us, to overwhelm us. And when we do, we're confused. There's a lot of chaos. You spend more money because you're trying to self-soothe, and again, because we want to have the best and be seen as someone, you know, which is a trap that I got caught up in when I was buying 5011 cars in my 20s and 30s. That was a mistake, huge mistake. But they know, like, they know what gets us excited, you know. And a part of it is heaven forbid, we live a quiet existence. Heaven forbid we live a calm existence, one that's more peaceful, less dramatic. You know, drama sells. Have you noticed how many people out there can, like, build a business on, or a movie premise on, or a TV show on, like, this life of drama? Drama is in, baby. Drama is what sells. Drama is sexy. That's why we see so many fights being recorded on social media, and why, you know, there's all these attention grabbing headlines and everything else. Like, it's just viral moment after viral moment. That's how it feels to the brain, and we're just trying to keep up. But I'm here to tell you that I am championing that word for boring. I am taking on the mantle of boring for Black women who know that they ain't about this life. You want more quiet, more softness, more ease, less consumerism, less I've got to do all the things and be all the places and have all the things and keep up with everybody. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Oprah had it right. All my life I had to fight. Now, I know that's not the context that the movie was in. We know that. But just that line, it just continues to resonate with me. Like, all my life I had to fight. And I feel like that's what it is. I feel like that's what it is. We're always struggling against this idea that we're nothing unless we have all the things, unless we do all the things, unless we buy all the things, unless we show off all the things. See how magical I am and how special my life is? I have all these things. Look at how great my life is. Like, I don't want that. I just don't want that for me. And I don't want us to get caught up in this narrative or this story that, you know, our value only comes when we're caught up in the dramatic, when we're caught up in the chaos and the craziness of it all the time. I want a peaceful life. I really want a peaceful life. I know I wrote back in my journal back in 2022 that I wanted to buy some land. And I wrote that because I was living next to some neighbors who were getting on my damn nerves because there was just so much chaos going on over there in their yard. And it was just so noisy. It was just overwhelming. And I was just like, I just cannot wait. I really want to get some land so I can have some peace and quiet. Like, that for me is success. I know we think about the American dream, and it's about how big is your house, how much can you accumulate, and how fast can you accumulate it, how hard can you work, how much can you hustle, how much grit do you have, how performative can you be, you know, how much money can you accumulate in the shortest amount of time, like all these things. You know, what kind of car do you drive, is it new, you know, what kind of refrigerator do you have, all that stuff, the labels, the clothes. That's the American dream. The American dream is literally just us. It's literally just us showing off like all the stuff that we have when 90% of us can't afford it anyway. Like that's the American dream. That's the American dream. How much can I show off, or how much can I accumulate, you know, even though I can't necessarily sustain it long term, you know? But that's just, I don't know. I don't want that. So shout out to every Black girl who is like me and is like, you know, again, every now and again, a little shenanigan is I'm cool with that. But I'm saying as a lifestyle, you know, I'm in my 50s now. I don't want that. So shout out to you if that's you as well. You know, you know that boring is it, right? You know that it's okay to be at peace. You know that it's better to be alone than to be in just a room full of drama. You know, I think that's one of the reasons why I tend to just kind of like be to myself, even though I love a good kiki and to talk and things like that. I think my life is more so singular more often than not, because I just value my quiet time. I value my peace. I just don't want to get caught up in the craziness all the time. So anyway, like I said, 9 minutes in, boring is in, honey. Do embrace the bore. Embrace the bore. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. Right? Don't be afraid. Just follow me to the dark side. It'll be okay. we have boring snacks here. It's great. All right, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow.